All right, I'm here with caster Jake Skleru, right? Is that how you pronounce it? Orb, and this is his first major casting event. How is it thus far?
That's awesome, man. I mean, the crowd's a little bit small, but it's a Friday afternoon, so it's understandable. It's been the same way at like IPL 3 and such, so it's looking really good, and I'm having a blast so far.
You are kind of TL's homegrown caster. Do you get a lot of support? How crazy is that you have fans now and stuff?
It's kind of ridiculous because, you know, back when I used to stream back in the day, it was like this 50-50 mix of like people that liked watching me and people that just actively hated me, you know? So it's kind of funny going back into casting where it's much more of like a supportive environment. Granted, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that like bash casters and such, but I've been really lucky for the most part. I've gotten some really good reviews and feedback, and overall, it's just an absolute blast, man. It's great having Team Liquid behind me. I love casting the TL Opens, so yeah, it's just fantastic.
Well, you don't got to be modest. I've been lucky. No, he hasn't been screwing up or doing anything bad, so that's why he hasn't been getting haters, right? Is that right?
I guess you could say that.
All right. So your experience thus far at NASL, this is your first like major like big event live. Are you going to be looking to do more, or is this going to be a career for you? Like, what's the future hold?
I would absolutely love to do more. You know, this is my first live event, but I've been doing a lot of online casting. So if I could actually get to the point where I'm doing lots of live events all the time, things like MLG, IPL, that would just be a dream come true for me. When I started going to full-time casting, that was my goal. It was like, I want to be able to do live events. I want to be there in the crowd, you know, amidst all the excitement, casting those really big games. So the fact that I'm there now is just, it's really... It's a weird experience because it's so surreal. It's like, you know, I went into it not at all being sure that this would be where I'd come out of it. So I'm just really grateful, you know, for all the support for all my fans, Team Liquid, etc. And hopefully, yeah, I'll get to keep doing this more and more.
So, you know, now that we got all the standard questions aside, this is what's important. Do you think that Protoss is balanced now?
Oh my God, that is such a hard question, actually. You know, the game is looking more balanced than ever. That's for sure.
Because the Protosses are winning. They're winning, right?
Well, you know, we do have some Protosses winning. We just saw Hero win DreamHack, which is awesome. And we just see them winning overall a little bit more than usual. But it's really...
And every match at NASL now, thus far, they've won.
That's true. We've had 2 PvP so far, and 2 Protoss did win. They didn't like switch races and win as Terran or something. Yeah. So you're right about that. Who knows what we'll see in the future. But, you know, the game's looking really good. It's really hard to say whether, like, for example, TVP is going to come out to being balanced or whether it's, like, you know, maybe too much or not enough. I'll have to wait and see on that. But currently, I couldn't be happier, man. I go on ladder, and I got to say, even though I still rage like old times sake and everything, but overall the game just feels so good. It feels like just this really well put together game that, while there are some, you know, maybe some things I have issues with, overall it just feels like the better player is going to win. Obviously, you get some luck situations, especially in matchups like PvP, but I can't imagine like the balance race-wise, you know, being that much better before the next expansion comes out. I mean, there's only so much they can do.
So, you know, everyone has their ladder story about how that one guy all-in them and you get really mad. So now's your chance to tell a story where you get to complain legitimately to, you know, everyone that watches this video how someone cheesed you on ladder. So do you have a fun one from recently?
I'm trying to think, man. A fun one. I mean, there's always the funny times where someone will like, you know, all in. Like I've been playing random on ladder lately to get better understanding of the game, and someone will like all in you, and then you hold it off, and they're like, cheesy Protoss newbie, and it's like, bro, I'm playing random. Like, what are you doing? But I don't have any like specific stories I got to say that I can think of right now. But it's really I got to say annoying when people like come up to me at events. Like sometimes people come and introduce themselves, or whatever, which is great. I love meeting new people. But sometimes they come up and they're like, hey, what's up? My name's such and such. I beat you on ladder with a cannon rush. It's like, okay, what do you want me to say to that, man? Like, grats, you beat me with a cannon rush. So I don't know. That's about it, man.
Well, you know, do you have like, you know, any channel to plug or any Twitter, all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, check out my Twitter. It's ORBTL, and I'll always try to tweet on there whenever I'm doing an event. So if you guys want to follow me, you can just check me out there, and I'll keep you up to date on any events that I'm casting. Other than that, you know, check out the weekly, the Korean Weekly. I'm still doing that, and it's still a lot of fun. I'll be 100% honest. I wouldn't still be doing it if I didn't really enjoy it. It's not like it's something that I'm like, you know, full-time position, like getting paid or something. It's just because I love the games. Like, you get top Korean games going on. You get these custom maps made by some of the best map makers in the community. So it's just an absolute blast to cast. So definitely check that out, guys. You can, of course, follow that on Twitter as well, at Korean Weekly. And, oh yeah, the last couple of events and, you know, shows have been talking about what's harder, being a player or being a caster. Now, you have experience with both, so which one's harder? Player. No doubt, player, absolutely. Like when you're a player, not only do you have to spend like all day, every day practicing, but it's like you spend all day, every day practicing, and you still might not get results. You then go to a tournament, and it's like you're paying money, you're like flying out there, it's really stressful, and then you go into this tournament and you might lose, and then you might get like booed or people aren't supporting you or something. Granted, most of the time it doesn't happen. Thankfully, esports is doing pretty well and everything. But it's an extremely stressful lifestyle that takes a lot of effort, a lot of work, and a really good work ethic in general to be successful at it. Being a caster, yes, you have to put in work, you have to cast a lot of games, but it's so much less stressful. You go to a tournament and it's like you're going to get paid this much money and you're going to cast this tournament. It's all just so much more consistent as like a lifestyle kind of a thing when you're just living off of an income that really makes a lot more sense than oh God, I didn't win this tournament, now I don't have money to pay for rent. So, I really have a lot of respect for all the players out there, like just, working really, really hard for their dreams. I gotta say, going back to the luck thing, I'm lucky that it worked as a caster because I think I enjoy it more, but I think it's actually a lot easier, like quite a bit easier. So.
And who's your NASL pick for the winner?
Oh my God, I wanted to pick Huck. Man. He's already out. What the hell? I don't know what to do, man. But of the players that are still in there, there's just so many good players. Probably either Hero, maybe DeMuslim, Puma, maybe Sen, but he'd probably just get third place again, because of the curse from day 9. But yeah, DeMuslim is good, man. He is good. He might not have like the results, like the big tournament wins and everything, but the guy is just such a smart player. You watch his stream. Yeah, he's got the accent advantage. Exactly. Yo, those guys are in the same booth. They're within like earshot. There's no like divider. He could just totally be like trash talking with his English accent during the games. Give him a big advantage.
All right. Well, thank you for taking time. And we'll see you in the booth.
No, you don't want to ask this one?
No, I'm good.
Good question.